Face off for America.
Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
We're talking about the power poll.
The Sporting News Power Poll.
All right. What do you think about the fact that Kevin Harvick goes from 5th to 1st in this week's power poll?
I think that the voters, meaning ourselves, because we voted
We did
on
vote.
this, we're part of the panel,
Yeah.
put a little bit too much emphasis on Kevin Harvick's victory, given the fact that it was, I wouldn't say lucky, but it was a fuel mileage win. It wasn't like he was up there with a fast
thing
car
is,
racing for the
He
championship.
might have had a car that was almost as fast as Carl Edwards, because once Carl got stuck back in traffic, he couldn't pass anybody.
Right.
Now, Matt Kenseth was a lot faster than Carl because he could pass cars in traffic. After about 20 laps, his tires came in, he was able to get past people. So him at 3rd makes sense to me. But I still...
Well, I mean, you have to,
Carl Edwards is 36 points ahead
Right.
of
But-
Kevin Harvick in the standings.
But that's the difference between a power poll and sort of
The standings.
The standings, right? The power poll is trends. It's about who was strong in the recent past. Whereas I think you and I would both still say Carl Edwards is more of a favorite to win the championship than Kevin Harvick, in our opinion.
I guess. The only thing I'll say is this. Kevin Harvick last year was the most consistent guy all season long, and he kind of ran away with the regular season. Isn't that what Kevin Harvick is? I mean, isn't that what Carl Edwards is doing right now? What Kevin Harvick did last year?
Yeah.
Being the most consistent, running away with the regular season.
But Kevin
Harvick is stepping up and getting these wins. Now, I know that
Jimmy
the wins
Johnson
don't count
had
for everything.
one win in last year's chase for the championship.
I agree. But I'm just saying consistency in the regular season doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be that way in the chase as much as you need to be.
No, but Carl Edwards has already lost his championship. He lost his championship in 2008, right?
Well, Kevin Harvick lost his last year.
Right, so it's Carl Edwards' turn.
I think Kevin Harvick, the thing I like about him is
Now,
he's
see, I
got
think-
this intangible quality this year. He's led 9 laps and 3 wins.
Right.
Like he knows how to get the maximum points out of any race, and that also seems to include wins this year.
Yeah.
So I like his championship medal.
But
I like the mental side of where Kevin is right now.
I agree with you. There is an intangible to Kevin Harvick that I like. But let's look at the downforce tracks we've run so far.
Right.
Right? Kevin Harvick has won on 2 of those, Charlotte and Fontana. Yet, Carl Edwards has a better finishing average on downforce tracks this season than Kevin Harvick
Well, you'd
does.
say Carl Edwards, the thing is, I think that the Roush Fenway cars are a little bit better overall on the downforce stuff right now.
Right, and how many...
That was not the case last season for a lot of the year.
The bulk of the chase races are downforce.
Half of them.
Right, Kevin Harvick has, I think, a 17th and a 20th in the 2 downforce races he did not win. That's not championship material.
Yeah, I just think Kevin Harvick he and Gil Martin have a thing right now. I think, they got a little thing going. I just think there's something about those guys.
So you're the one who put Kevin Harvick at the top of the Sporting News
No,
Power
I
Poll.
didn't actually.
You did.
No.
You wish you did.
No, I like Kevin Harvick as a championship contender. I don't know why I keep coming back to that. It just feels to me like mentally he's ready to win a
I
championship.
like Kevin Harvick as a championship contender too, but I still, despite his performance at Charlotte, like Carl Edwards a little bit more.
It's hard to ignore
as the championship
over
contender.
how many races have we run? 13, 14?
Yeah, something.
36 places aggregate over that many races. That's what the standings tell us that Carl Edwards has over Kevin Harvick. Kind of hard to ignore that.
Right, and you can't really say Roush Fenway underperformed at Charlotte.
No,
Because
circumstances just took them out of it. I think they were all pretty fast.
I mean, yeah.
All the Fords were fast. At one point, it was like 5 Fords in the top 5.
Exactly.
I mean, David Reagan was good.
All right.
Mark Zambros was good.
Right.
A.J. Allmendinger wasn't as good as I thought he would be.
No, but
even though he started on the front row.
That sort of mirrors his season,
Yeah.
right? How far
He's
did he
even in
fall
the power poll?
Yeah, he's in the power poll. He's like at 18th.
He's at 12th. He moved up.
Wow. Oh,
based
he was
on
an
his
18th.
finish.
He was an 18th.
See, that's the thing. He finished well. He finished in the top 5, but he didn't run there. That's
Yeah.
why Charlotte was very confusing.
Right. And David
Anyway.
Reagan only moved up to 15th. And while that was a 10-point jump, I think David Reagan, based on how he performed in the All-Star race and how he performed at the Coke 600,
Kansas, it's going to be interesting to see. Like Greg Biffle, Kansas. Pencil him in.
Yeah. You think of Greg
Pencil
Biffle.
him in.
You think of Kansas as a Greg
I think
Biffle
this is
track.
his time to win.
Well, we'll
We
see.
better wrap it up.
All right.
Rowdy.com.
Kevin Harvick goes from fifth to first, and Kevin Harvick goes from
The fifth of first, what is that?
Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.